Alright, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi. Alright, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Alright, this video is just gonna piggyback off the brother in New Jersey, alright, GMS Men of Valor. Alright, I believe the title of the video was the Mighty Man Drink, something like that. The brother calls it the Hulk and the Spider-Man drink. You know, hey, that was a bad video. You know, the spirit jumped on me. You know, and as you can see, starting with the elders, the apostles, the spirit is going out there to basically to get healthy, man. You know, watch your diet and you know, try to just maintain. You know, try to maintain. You know, because we're dying every day, as the scripture says. You know, our inward a house. You know, our body dies. You know. Or our outward body dies, but our inward body is renewed every day. You know, the spirit. So you know, we're all here in GMS. You know, we're all sharing this info through the spirit of Yahawah, sham, Yahawashi. You know, and all different brothers got different recipes and ingredients and information. You know, as you know, this is not a one-man thing. So I wanted through the spirit of Yahawah, sham, Yahawashi to show some brothers, you know, just a drink that I make. You know. And I got inspired from this drink from actually Apostle Tahar and Apostle Arimlab. All right, back a couple, 2 or 3, maybe even 4 years ago, they started. They made that drink, the kale, you know, the mean green smoothie. That was the video, you know. And over the years, you learn things and you add your own thing, and whatever works for you, you see the results and what you need and what your body desires and what works for you, basically you use, you know. So I'm gonna get started. Basically, you know, what I do first, I fill the jar or the jug with the almond milk. You know, I don't drink cow milk. You know that shit don't give you no calcium or you know, none of that, man. You're not even really supposed to be drinking cow milk. It's for the calves. You know, if anything, what kind of milk is like goat milk, you know. You know, coconut milk, and then you have almond milk. You know, try to get the you know, the most purest almond milk you can. You know, because some actually have more ingredients and preservatives and whatnot. So that's what I use because it kind of sweetens up the taste of it. You know, personally, me, you know, if I put kale and spinach and water, it's gonna be raw. You know, and that's beautiful for you. You know, but I try to make a way where I can sweeten it, but I can sweeten it in a natural way in itself. You know, so almond milk is a good direction to go. All right, and basically what I do after that, I got this right here. All right, this is called a moringa seed, and I've been putting it in lately. You know, I've been using it lately, and for you brothers, you can research this. It's called moringa. All right, moringa, moringa seed. It's actually a tree, so you can use the bark, the root, the leaves, you know, and of course the seed, which the seed it contains a lot of the nutrients, because that's where everything springs out of, you know, springs forth out of. So what I do, this is the shell. You crush it, right? You know, you just crush it. And inside it looks like this. It's a white seed, and like I said, you brothers can research this, you know, just look it up. This basically, they call it the miracle tree, and why they call it the miracle tree is basically just the leaves itself. If you just get the leaves and you make a tea, let's say, right, you can use it for soup or dressing or whatever, right? Like people use sage and other things, but just the leaves themselves, they have protein in it, and they have more protein than like steak and, you know, your eggs, your conventional methods of protein. Just the leaves themselves, never mind the bark or the roots. Now the seed basically, when you look it up, because I got kale here, you know, I use the kale. Kale is I believe like the number 2 most alkaline vegetable. All right, it's high in alkalinity. You know, of course, you have your antioxidants, you have your vitamin K, other kind of vitamins, folates, all kinds of things, you know. So it's very beneficial. Enzymes, so those are it helps break down fat. Basically, those are cells. Enzymes help break down fat. You know, you like back in the ancient world. Like I remember a couple years ago, Elder Rhymelab, he made a statement which I didn't get at the time because I wasn't studying these things, and I couldn't really grasp my mind around it. But he made a statement. He said, I still remember to this day. He said that back in the ancient world, you ate. Well, to get toned, you didn't need to friggin' push-ups or go to the gym or jog. All you did was eat right. Your body looked good when you ate right. You had your muscle tone and everything. You weren't fat or none of that, over obesity, etc. Now I understand why, because you have foods that literally help you gain muscle, right? And of course, in nature, you worked. If you worked, you did some labor job, or you walked. You didn't fucking get up in your car and drive, 2-3 hours a day, and then you sit on your ass all day. You walked and you did things, especially if you're a farmer. But you have foods that actually break down fat and help you build muscle and bone, etc. All right. So that's what the kale has. That I have the spinach here. I still use the spinach. Of course, again, alkaline. When your body is too acidic, that's where disease sprawls out of. An acid-based body, like that was been going into, man. You drinking pop or soda, McDonald's, all that bullshit, man. Never mind microwaving your food or all this shit. Just all this acidic food that you eat, you consume, you're gonna have disease sprawling forth. Never mind the cancer, the carcinogen cells in shampoos, body wash, hand soap, etc. You already have the formula for disease in your body because your body is acidic. So spinach, antioxidants, calcium, iron. A lot of iron in here. I put it in because it's a leafy green, chlorophyll. It's a leafy green vegetable. The more green, the better. That's the rule of thumb. But this little thing right here, man, this little moringa seed, this has, I believe, 3 times more iron than calcium. It has more potassium than bananas. It has more vitamin C than oranges. It has protein. It has antioxidants. It's alkaline. Vitamins. You got to look it up. I don't want to misname vitamins, but basically a lot of them, man. You have vitamin C, vitamin K, vitamin D, a lot of things, man. Different minerals and whatnot. So this thing really packs a punch. It has protein again, has a lot of protein in here, and when I started just using my drink was basically kale, spinach, banana, and almond milk. I might add a mango or whatnot, but that was the basic thing. And you felt good. It was like a detox. A lot of bad elements came out of your body. You noticed that. But recently, like 2-3 months ago, I started adding this moringa seed. This basically, if you work out, if you work a hard labor job, you drink coffee in the morning. This is 10 times better than coffee, because number one, it's natural, and number two, it actually gives you not the energy. You drink coffee, you wake up, you're up. Okay, this gives you the will. What I mean by will is you want to do something, you'll really do it. Like you'll actually do it. You'll drink it, wait half an hour, digest. I want to work out, go work out. It'll give you the will and of course the energy to back it up. So that's why I've been adding it. And you can look it up. This thing really does do a lot of good, and you can actually purify water with this. They actually use this in third world countries where the water is basically looks like shit. And there's videos you can look up, moringa water purifying, or purify water with moringa seed, and it takes about like 2-3 hours, and you can see the dark water. All it does, because it has negative and positive charges. So when it enters with the water, it enters the water, the positive charges, it grabs a hold of the negative ions or the bacteria, so you can understand, of the water, it literally molds it together, congeals itself, and all that shit and bacteria and everything drops to the bottom, and the water turns crystal clear, and you just sip it off and just don't make sure you don't get the bottom, all that bacteria, but you just get the top. So a rule of thumb is basically 1 seed per 1 liter. So like the brother in the video, GMS Men of Valor, he showed you, like, you know, you're not really supposed to be drinking from plastic. You know, I do it when, you know, if I have to, because, you know, you go to the store. First of all, I don't drink no fucking tap water. That's off the bat. You know, I don't even do it if I'm dehydrated, man. You know, I remember one time I was dehydrated. You know, the stores were closed. I was desperate, so I just boiled my water. You know, which doesn't even get rid of everything, because you still have that's like the tip of the iceberg. That only gets rid of, like, you know, the shit at the top. You know, you have metals in there. You have fluoride, mercury, aluminum. Not to mention pharmaceutical waste. You know, because, you know, just think about it. People drop their pills down the toilet. Fucking all the, you know, Jake's getting raided with the drugs. They flush it down the toilet. Where do you think that goes, man? That goes in the system. You really think the city's purification, the filtration system, cleans all that shit out, man? It only makes it look clear, you know. But if I feel, like, for example, I'm gonna do a test, actually. All right. Now, usually the water here, when I fill it, you know, like I fill a glass, you'll kind of see, I don't know if the lighting, but generally I'll see, like, fogginess. It'll be foggy. It won't be pure, you know. Today is a little pure, you know. On different days that range, this literally is foggy, and I can see it with my eye. I don't know if you can see with the camera just because of the resolution, but it is foggy. It's not clear, and, you know, the taste is different. So yeah, like not to go off track, but basically, yeah, the plastic is terrible, man. It's BPA. BPA is bisphenol A, which is a chemical that they use to harden the plastic. And what that does, when you bring home your water, and let's say it's hot, you know, and then it turns cold, the chemicals from the BPA from the plastic starts leaking into the water. Or especially if you freeze your water, then unfreeze it, it's gonna leak those chemicals in there. And what that does, the bisphenol A, it messes up your hormones, man. All right. Your thyroid controls your hormones. What it does, though, it messes up your hormones. It throws them off balance. That's why you got all these women, they got the testosterone shoulder high, and the men, their estrogen is all messed up, you know. And I believe it's also a carcinogen, which is a cancer agent. So that's one thing, you know. But, you know, if you got to do it, you got to do it. It's better than tap water, you know, depending on what kind of water you get in the store, you know, because you can get some shitty water that's acidic and you're not doing shit, you know. But you can get, like, there's a there's a bottled water called Avian. I believe it's called Avian. It's from the French Alps, the Alp mountains, and this guy did a video on it, on alkalinity, and he used the strips, the pH strips, and basically that water is like 7.1 or 2, something like that, and it tastes, and you can taste the difference. And that's why that what is that, 1.5 liters of water in some stores, maybe $4, maybe $3, you know, and it's expensive, and they don't come in the 4 liters, the gallons, they don't come in those, you know. So yeah, but if you get the jars, if you get the jugs, you know, even like even if you have wine bottles, man, you know, clean them out, and you have the corks, which is even better than twist offs, because the cork, it keeps out more of bacteria, more oxidants. All right, so you can fill up water with that, and what you can do, you can go online, and when you get the moringa seeds, you know, you can go maybe to a health food store. Not a lot of them have them, because they're actually trying to outlaw that, the moringa seed. A lot of like the government, Esau, obviously the devil that he is, they're trying to outlaw the moringas, and it's very scarce. It's hard to get them. You know, if you know a natural guy that has all kind of herbs, he might have it. You know, I go to a guy, I get 50 seeds for $10. You know, he gives it to me for $9, you know, because I go to him a lot. Or you can get powdered leaves, you know. But to clean the water, you would try to get the seed. And yeah, you can clean your water, and you can fill up, like I said, 1 seed per 1 liter, generally. And you can have a gallon of water that's clean, and then you can alkalize it. You could add lime or lemon or whatever, so you can have your clean water straight from the tap, because it will clean basically 99% of all the bacteria, microbacteria, microbes. All right, so that's with that. So with the moringa seaweed, what I do is you crush it. You just basically just crush it, and I just add it. In here to the almond milk, and you can just just shake it, just to mix it around, just mix all the properties around, and that's the base, and after, what I'll do is I'll add my kale, spinach. I don't have all my things that I usually add. I'll add a banana. I only have 1 banana, and this is good because it's sweet already. You see, it's already brown, so it's gonna be sweet. Blueberries, and like I said, the moringa literally is this and this and some of this, all in one. And it's actually more than it's more, but I'll still add it because it's a leafy green. Why not? I'm not gonna say this is the end all be all. No, you mix it, you combine it. You got blueberries, very antioxidant again. What is oxidization? Is bacteria. Your body, like you have you eat chicken and rice. You leave it out. Why do you put it in the fridge? Because there's less bacteria, because it's colder. You leave it on your countertop over the night. You wake up the next morning, it's stale. It might smell. It might start to deteriorate. Why? Because oxidization, bacteria is starting to eat away at it. So same thing with your body. If your body doesn't have the necessary minerals, like Elder Tahar brought out, disease for the most part is you lacking something, right? Certain stuff that your body creates, certain minerals and vitamins your body creates, but some they don't. Some you need a supplement. I believe omega-3 is one. Copper is another one. Your body doesn't make copper. You need, and that's electrolyte. You need all these things to maintain, and not only maintain, but to function properly, or else you have all kinds of problems. You might have a thyroid problem that throws off. That gives you mood swings, headaches. And you might get totally sick. What's very good for thyroid is iodine. One good thing you can eat. And I've recently done this as a substitute because I see a lot of chips, man. I like chips, One thing I substituted for that is roasted seaweed. All right, I'll eat 2-3 trays a day maybe. I don't try to overindulge because moderation, but I'm just saying, like, in general, that those are my chips, And actually, I don't eat that. But I'll eat 1 a day, one little plastic thing a day, or a tray. And it actually fills you, and not really fills you, but you can feel the nutrients, and that's very high in iodine, and that helps your thyroid. Again, back to the blueberries, very good for eyesight, vision. Okay, some brother asked me before, his vision is kind of going blurry or bad. I told him, you need your blueberries, man. And you have all kinds of other berries, raspberries, blackberries, goji berries, right? You can add those things into here, add whatever you like, number one, but study it first, study what it's for, and mix it up, So that was a video basically. I didn't want to go too long, but that was the inspiration that the brother did, Generous Men of Valor, and that's the spirit. That's the way the spirit's rolling right now in this time where you go outside your door. It's raining right now, but you go outside your door and the water smells like fucking, it's just sewer water, man. And that's just getting in your hair, on your skin. You got aluminum, broken down aluminum that you're breathing in. It's a heavy metal, but it's broken down. You got Esau saying, oh, that's not a problem. It's in small portions. Same thing with the mercury. That's not a problem. That's a poison. And after a while, your poison is gonna grow. If you don't get rid of that poison, if you don't detoxify yourself, that poison's not going anywhere. It's staying, right? You got your shampoos, right? You got